Good day, everyone. My name is Gloria Labi, Creative Director of Dwan Designs, Dwan Training. We do online and one-on-one training. We also have a millinery store where you can order for all your hat accessories, anything at affordable prices, and nationwide delivery is also available to those outside Abuja. I hope we all are staying safe in this period of lockdown. I pray that the Lord will see us through this period and we all will celebrate in the name of Jesus. So I'm going straight to the reason why I'm here. Like I told us already, I've given us the materials we will need for this. We'll be needing for this training. The first material is Crinoline. The second one is Alice band. We need our UHU gum. You can see that we need our rose. We need our thread. Though I've threaded my needle. Please, matching color. I was specific about it, and I'll tell you the reason why we need matching color. The reason for matching color is as even those who think they've advanced, they're in the advanced level, let me put it that way. There are times you can, for example, if you use white thread on red crinoline, during white stitching, you see that there's a mistake somewhere. Because it's white thread, it could be obvious, it could be conspicuous, it could be something seen by customer, and we don't want customers to see our stitch. It's just like a tailor does not want a customer to start seeing one red thread and one white lace. It does not look normal. So that's why I'm using the matching thread. Then our scissors, our measuring tape. I've actually measured what I want. This is my 10 yards. I'm not using 5 yards. I'm using 10 yards of this. So I'm keeping my measuring tape aside. Now, this is the crinoline I sent to the group. You can see that it's plain. And the one I want to use today is also plain but kind of patterned. There's a pattern on it. Do you see on it? You can see it. So it comes plain, designed like what I have with me. So it depends on your choice. So I'm going to the lesson for today. I'm looking for the edge. Okay, here I am. So this is the edge. Can you see it? I'm going to bring it together. I'm going to pleat it. I'm going to bring it together. If you know you can't pleat conveniently, the next thing I will advise you to do is fold your crinoline into two. Can you see? I folded into two. So just bring it together. I think that's shorter. So I'll take my thread. So the next thing I want to do is you tack it like you're tying something. Then you just knot it once or twice. You can even go 3 times. It depends. It's just for us to make it so that it does not come out. So I'm going to do mine twice. Now take note of something. I'm using it from my needle. See? Can you see? This is my needle. Can you see my needle? So I'm not going to cut off. I'm going to leave it that way. The next thing I'll do is to take my needle. The excess I'm going to cut off is the other side. You can see my needle is still dangling. So I'm cutting out this other side. So I'm taking my needle. Please look closely. I want to tack from the point where we tied. Be careful so that your thread does not tangle together. So I've tacked it. Can you see? You can do it like twice or thrice till you feel it's firm. Your choice anyway. But twice is okay, or thrice. you feel it's firm enough to go on. So this is the first part, and there's the second edge, this edge and this edge. So I'm bringing the two edges together. Can you see where I'm pressing my needle? I'm not putting my needle here any longer. I'm starting from, like, let me say, 1 inch from where you tacked. So I'm going this way, still holding the two edges together. Hold it together and run your stitch. Can you see me? Run your stitch, run your stitch. Keep running the stitch. Even if you're using 20 yards, you're going to keep running the stitch. So while running the stitch, you feel what you have in your hand is too much, you can release it. Then you drag your thread. Keep running your stitch till you get to the end. Please take note of another thing. Can you see where my thread is? When you're running your stitch, please don't let your stitch come down to this point. The reason is this: when I'm through and I want to fix my rose, the essence of our rose are feathers, roses, feathers that we use, you see us using, is so that we can cover the stitch. Do you understand? So that you can cover the stitch where you have rough work or something. Just use it to cover it. That's the beauty. You can't just leave it open that way. So the moment you're running your stitch and your stitch comes down like 1.5 inch down below the edge of the crinoline, if peradventure the rose you have planned to use the small one, it won't be able to cover the rough work you have done there. So that's why you have to consider your rose. For example, you can have something of this size, smaller than this my rose. If your stitch is now very big, it won't be able to cover. So please take note of what I'm doing. So I'm running my stitch. And also take note of something, that those who have like the medium size crinoline, you can also use it to make this design. But the truth is, it won't be as wide as this. Of course, we know it's bigger than the medium size. And please, for those who don't have this crinoline at home because of lockdown everywhere, you have Ankara at home. You have your Ankara. Get your Ankara. Any Ankara you know maybe you're not using anymore. It could be an Ankara that you know you still want to use. You can cut your Ankara. The length depends on the length you want. You can do 45, you can do 60, you can even do 90. Of course, we know Ankara length is not up to 90. You can join, maybe you cut 30, 30, 30 and join together. You can join with your machine. If you don't have a machine, you can join with your hand. We all can do that. You can stitch with your hand. Then I said your length can be 90. Your width can be 6 or 7 inches. Then you run your stitch like I'm doing. I'm giving us options so that nobody will give me excuse that because of lockdown, there's no way. Don't worry. If you don't have a crinoline, please use your Ankara. If you don't have Ankara and you have any material, it could be all these English fabrics. If you have it at home, please, you can also cut it 90 inches. It depends on how long you want it to be, but at least 90. You can do 120. Do you understand? So I'm going to keep running my stitch. When I finish running the stitch, I will come back and show us the outcome. Thank you.